So I
Remember
think
our 20 clones of Ryumen discussion?
Yep. I suspect if they tried to use them, they would be taken over by Ryumen.
Oh, they would. That's not even part of the debate. Yuji's whole thing is that he's special because he can subvert Ryumen inside of him and take back over control. I'm just saying that doesn't stop one of them from eating the finger, becoming Ryumen, and having that Ryumen eat more of his fingers. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stone Face Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Justin, and we are here with another episode of Jujutsu Kaisen. Episode 21, whose name escapes me at the moment. It is not on my list. It's the baseball episode.
It was...
Oh, sorry. It is right here.
Jujutsu something.
Koshien. Jujutsu Koshien. Sorry, I looked at my list, I saw the word Jujutsu there, I was like, oh man, it's another one of those where they just listed the name of the show. And I didn't even... I saw the second word start with a K, and it's like, oh, it's just gonna say Kaisen. No, Jujutsu Koshien. Oh, next time on, baseball episode. But, yeah, why don't you go ahead and tell us what happened last time?
Fighting.
Cool. Well, you have anything you want to say about this episode?
No. I'll go a little more into last episode. We got to see the actual non-physical abilities of Todo, and we got to see Yuji get tie the record for the most black flashes used in a row, which is a fun little moment. I think it was Gojo that brought down the barrier that was supposed to stop Gojo.
That's what it looks like.
It's what it looks like. He had a moment where he saw, like, hey, it looks like running away was an option, but he did not want Hanami to run away, so he used red and blue to make purple, which I respect it because Prince is one of my favorite artists, but goddamn purple was powerful.
I can't remember when. At some point, I'm going to have to go back over the, you know what? Keep going over the recap, and I'll check the old comments from the first run-through. There might be somebody there explaining this. And if they do, I want to read it out, and if they didn't, I'll see when it happens, and I'll figure that out later.
Hell yeah. So that happens. We do not see if Hanami actually falls. And the episode ends with Mahito being shown eliminating two people and holding one of the fingers of Ryumen. And now, baseball episode.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Or at least that's what they told us. As long as they don't pull a Gundam and have the next time on be the last 10 seconds of the episode.
Okay, so let's see here. I've got, I think, the first post from Alex V9, who has posted here before on this run-through, I believe. But this is where they started giving us the breakdowns of information. So this was their response 6 months ago to the episode Non-Standard, which we had just watched. So
yes,
actually no, sorry. This is the This is the comment they made during Non-Standard, which way I would have read 6 months ago during this episode's comment response. So we'll just do a quick comment response here. And bring this up again. So Alex V9 from the episode Non-Standard. 1. Sukuna, I always said it wrong, why say it right now. Sukuna was not killed by any group of sorcerers, as Gojo said in episode 2. 1,000 years ago, during his age, all the sorcerers gathered to confront him and perished. He then proceeds to say, after his death, Sukuna transformed into cursed objects, the fingers, to transcend the ages. Most likely, since no one in his time could challenge him, there came a point where Sukuna got bored and decided to become a cursed object to see if he could find an opponent to entertain him in the future.
I like that.
All right. Number 2. A clarification with Gojo is that he does not manipulate time. Sorry. Quick reference here. I don't. Did you say that you thought he messed with time?
At first, yes, before I saw the domain expansion.
Right. And I would think I was like automatically already telling you no, you were wrong. So
Correct.
So clarification here is also Griff thought it was time, I think. So that's why that is. A clarification with Gojo is that he does not manipulate time, but space. But not the space you think. In case it was not explained by someone previously, here it is. Gojo manipulates theoretical space. His cursed technique, Limitless, allows him to bring to reality the abstract / theoretical concept of infinite space, Zeno's paradox, where a distance, theoretically, can be divided infinitely. For example, on paper, let's say you are standing 10 feet from a wall, and you proceed to move forward half 5 feet, and move forward half again 2.5 feet, and so on. You can continue moving forward half the distance obtained infinitely. Even two atoms even 2 atoms away, there will still be space between you and the wall. Gojo has 4 different applications for Limitless. Neutral, which is infinity. It is the neutral form of his technique, the constantly active automatic barrier that protects him. This also allows him to stand on any surface, which is again, I guess, why he flies.
Yep.
Strengthened, which is Lapse Blue. It is the negative form of his technique, with which he can subtract space. Removing space from an area causes a glitch in reality, forcing the world / universe to self-repair, causing a pull effect. This allows him to teleport between short and long distances.
Okay.
Reversed, which is Reversal Red, is the positive form of his technique, with which he can add space. Adding space to an area causes a repulsion effect.
Okay.
And Colliding, which is Hollow Purple, which we just saw. Combining the blue and red application causes a sphere of imaginary mass with the effect of erasing anything it touches. Another way to look at it would be this: -1 plus 1 equals 0.
Yes, that makes a lot more sense.
I will explain his eyes and his domain another time.
Beautiful.
So thank you once again, Alex V9 from 6 months ago.
So to break it down, Gojo is the Large Hadron Collider from CERN. He has
Not really.
how it's making sense in my head
Okay, maybe that.
is he has positive and negative. He deals with both of them, and purple is when you put them together. It makes nothing, and if you're caught in the nothing, you become the nothing.
So wouldn't your explanation be better as the never-ending story?
Kind of.
Because the thing is, the Large Hadron Collider doesn't have to like hit a negative mass with a positive mass. They just smash objects together at high distances.
Correct,
High
but
speeds, not high distances. It's a
correct.
parsec!
But at the same time, what it deals with touches on similar idea of theoretical concepts.
I'll be honest, I read that the first time 6 months ago, and I didn't really get it, and I didn't really pay attention. So I think this is probably the most I've understood it. I mean, it's really simple. I was really dumb 6 months ago. I mean, it's literally pull, repulse. Sorry, I did that opposite. Repulse, pull, and then 1 plus -1 equals 0, or -1 plus 1 equals 0. Which makes sense. It makes sense, even though in a watching it happen on screen, that explanation doesn't enter into my head.
So it doesn't enter into my head, but hearing that, as someone who is a fan of math, it actually that's where I can understand it.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, like you said, that's what I'm saying, is the mathematical operation makes sense. Just how applying that to reality
Correct.
doesn't do it for me. It's like, okay, one, imagine a negative space, and then fill that negative space. Because what is zero in a reality term? Because if you're filling a negative space with space
Oh,
to
so I
make
can give you
nothing.
so I can answer that question completely. Zero is in D&D terms a sphere of annihilation.
No, again, you're not solving the problem. You're giving. I already have an example. We just saw it in the last episode. Yeah, I don't need another example of it's a black hole. You know, it's like, oh no, I don't need more examples. I just don't really get because once again, what is nothing, right? That was like the thing that haunts me still from a oh, shit, I can't remember the name. I remember the name of the book is Hypercube. It is basically going through the physics of like the fourth dimension with a bunch of real scientists, but they also throw in like little examples in like science fiction sort of stuff that is also a good example of it, which is why I read it. And one of them is about a family that walks into an apartment, but the apartment exists in 4 dimensions, so they get trapped inside of it. And they look out of a window, and one of the windows looks out on Mars. But the thing that always gets me is that one of them looks out of a window and sees nothing. And then the book then describes it's not that they see like a white expanse, or it's all darkness, or it's space. They see nothing. And it's trying to emphasize to you, you cannot imagine what nothing looks like.
I get that.
It's like you try to imagine a vast, infinite space of transparent. What's behind what's behind the transparent? No, the book already said it's not white and it's not black. Those are things. There's nothing.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. My brain just goes to that sometimes. What did she see?
She saw nothing.
Yeah. I mean, that is like a Cthulhu-esque, sort of thing that would just like,
Yes.
what the reality warper that'll break you. What did she see? The author couldn't figure it out.
So you just made me realize the way that I would like Gojo. If Gojo wasn't on the good guy's side, I would love Gojo. Straight up.
I don't know. The only way I can think that would work is if Gojo was lazy.
I think you would have to have Gojo be slightly lazier, but have it be a case where Gojo's the villain who everyone tries their hardest on, and he's never actually trying until he has to.
No, yeah, I mean, I get that. But he's also kind of a specific type of trope right now. And if he was to switch tropes while still being the same person, or at least having the same power set, I think he'd have to be like that guy who's just like lays on his side all the time. He scratches his ass, just says stuff apropos of nothing, but otherwise does nothing. Because otherwise he's too strong to be the villain.
Correct. And I think that's why I'd want to see him as that type of villain.
Well, I mean, again, you got like season 2 and the movie to get through. And again, I don't know how season 2 ends either, so who the hell knows? I will say the show gets better.
Hell yeah.
But yeah. Well, I mean, that was the comment response. I forgot what the hell we were doing.
We went through the episode recap already.
Yeah. And I will say also, Alex B9, 6 months ago, does not respond to the next 2 episodes. So we're in the clear. Or I guess the next episode. Just,
Yeah.
I guess just kind of get used to TED Talks about the show and how things work because they come back.
I'm in.
All right, well, that said, I guess let's go ahead and hop on into it.
Let's do it.
But before we get started,
Make sure that you hit the like button.
hit that subscribe button.
Comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered,
Uncensored.
And uncut.
as well as some early access stuff,
You can check it out over on the Patreon.
it's just $5 a month. But hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
Sudden volume increase.
結局俺何もしてないよ。怒られちゃうかな。それに比べて。
Okay, so that answered our question.
Blew the flower arm off, though.
Yeah.
かわいそう。楽にしてあげようか。
お疲れ。人間のくせに勝手すんなよ。殺すぞ。
嫌だな。優しさじゃんか。呪いにこの気
What about the last human I had?
Mm-hmm. He doesn't historically play well with humans.
で、ブツは
バッチリさ。
Oh, 2.
Two of them.
特級呪物、両面少な。光線保有分6本。同じく特級呪物、受体クソーズ。1番から3番。光線にある
Death painting sounds fun.
Even though those didn't play paintings at all.
天元の結界術によって日々配置を変えるんだ。その中の1000を超える扉のうち一つが指を含む危険度の高い呪物を保管する蔵へと通じている。
Tengen's barrier. Something to keep in mind.
どの扉が蔵へ通じているかは天元しか知らないから。
You've heard the name before, too.
Yeah.
不死の術式を持った呪術師さ。
不死、五条悟とどちらが強い？
不死であっても不老ではないんだ。ただの気か何かだと思ってくれていい。天元は結界の運用以外、基本うつつに干渉しない。本当に気にしない。
Until he does.
以前、光線に回収させた指。
I mean, I will say it's a lie.
呪力で作った札を貼っておいた。一層の封印の内側だからまず剥がされない。本人なら簡単にたどれる。門番的なのは扉から蔵までの間に天元の側近が2人。雑魚だよ。それよりも真人には帳が降りる前に
Oh, okay.
光線で待機している
I was wrong about the
Oh.
thought that I had last time.
なぜ五条悟を帳の内側に閉じ込めないのですか？
本命の真人に意識のベクトルを向けさせたくない。
Okay.
ある程度全力を出してもらわないと帳のテストにもならないしね。学生を閉じ込めるのが手っ取り早い。
スクナの器以外は殺していいのですね。
いいけどあまりおすすめはしない。スクナの動きがさ、少し私のイメージとずれる。
Yes, Mahito, the only one defeated by Sakuna.
Mhm.
おそらく学生の中にスクナにとっての地雷がいる。それを踏めば最悪今回の行動すべてが台無しになる。
先に虎杖だけさらってしまえばいいだろう。どの道使う熊だ。
いや、虎杖、スクナ自身もまた爆弾だ。私たちにとっても光線にとってもね。刺激するタイミングは より混乱が求められる時にしたい。
Just remember the conversation from back at the cafe.
10月31日、
Mhm.
渋谷。五条悟の封印のために利用できるものは温存する。それから何人か呪詛師も同行するけど、
I feel like the October 31st thing would have been a lot easier for me, at least on the first go. If they ever fucking said what the date was.
Yes, agreed.
別の人間が見るから、そいつとは仲良くね。仲良くだったよ、ジョーゴ。
わしいかんし。
Okay. It makes sense that this was just completely a distraction.
帰るよ。
I mean, it wasn't completely a distraction. They said that they were testing the veil.
殺意にブレーキをかけるのはストレスがたまりますね。
花見も呪いらしくなってきたね。
Yep, just a lot of world building I wasn't paying attention to the first time around. Or not world building, a lot of... The problem is that I'm having a hard time trying to figure out if I can say it without being spoilers, so...
So from what dots that connected in my head, and I could be completely wrong, but I suspect I'm on the right path. They were testing the veil, but they were doing it in a way that they did a reverse version of the veil they want to use.
I can, without any worry about spoilers, say that you're wrong.
Okay.
They did exactly what they intended to do. They even went as far as to explain why doing it in reverse would not have helped them.
Oh no. That's not what I mean. I mean for their grander plan, what they don't want to create a space to keep Gojo out. I think for their grander plan, they want to make a space to confine Gojo. Because I know that they want to seal him in something, but I think they want to confine him to do other stuff to then seal.
Well, the intro's over.
続いて人的被害です。2級術師3名、準1級術師1名、補助監督5名、機構番2名。高専に待機していた術師で、五条さんや矢賀学長と別行動
Ooh, that's a lot of
家入さんからの報告待ちですが、以前七海さんが遭遇した呪霊の仕業でほぼ間違いないかと。
That's a lot of casualties.
この件って学生や他
Well,
の
it seems like only half of them that was the ones we saw.
Yeah.
いや。上で止めておいてもらった方がいいだろう。
Where were you the whole time, Principal?
流出の確信を与えたくない。捕らえた呪詛師は何か吐いたか。
口が固いわけではないのですが、まともじゃない要領を得ない発言が多いです。ただ、九段の襲撃に関して自分は取引の上命令されてやったに過ぎないとのことで。
ハンガーラックを作りたかったんだ。それはあの坊主。名前は知らねえ。男か女かもわかんねえ。白髪おかっぱのガキだ。
性別不詳のおかっぱ。
Yeah, first time seeing them.
心当たりは？
よし、適当こいてるだけじゃない。自白に強い術師いないの？
そもそもなんで呪霊や部外者が天元様の結界抜けられたのよ。
それは生徒たちが相手にした特級呪霊のせいだと思う。特殊な気配を持ってる。呪霊は呪霊でも限りなく精霊に近いんじゃないかな。葵の話だと植物に潜り込めたらしいし。天元様の結界も植物には機能しないでしょ。天元様の結界って守るより隠すに全振りしてるから、懐に入られるとちょっと弱いよね。
Okay. That makes sense.
の指による有事のポテンシャル強化を危惧したのか？それとも自分たちの強化目的か？なんかしっくりこないんだよな。
I mean, stealing the fingers for themselves wouldn't make them stronger, unless one of them was eating them.
だが交流会は言わずもがな中止ですね。
Don't even think that would work.
We've debated it.
あんたいつの間にあのゴリラと仲良くなったのよ。
It all depends on what you think the
仲良くなったっつうか
state of Ryumen is.
So I
Remember our 20 clones of Ryumen discussion?
Yep. I suspect if they tried to use them, they would be taken over by Ryumen.
Oh, they would. That's not even part of the debate. Yuji's whole thing is that he's special because he can subvert Ryumen inside of him and take back over control. I'm just saying that doesn't stop one of them from eating the finger, becoming Ryumen, and having that Ryumen eat more of his fingers.
あんたそいつと戦ったんでしょ。
虎杖。あ？お前強くなったんだな。あの時俺たちそれぞれの真実が正しいと言ったな。その通りだと思う。逆に言えば俺たちは二人とも間違ってる。あ？
答えがない問題もあんでしょ。考えすぎ。
Only the good ones do.
そうだ。答えなんかない。
The ones that piss people off don't.
Yeah.
我を通さずに納得なんてできねえだろ。弱い呪術師は我を通せない。
It's very clear to see one thing you cannot call him as weak.
Which one?
Yuji.
I thought you were talking about Megumi.
I would say the same about I'd say the same about Megumi.
あの時俺は正気じゃなかった。何を言っている。ブラザーは中学の時からあんな感じだ。俺はお前と同じじゃねえ。
If Toto really wanted to catch him, he would just clap his hands and turn around.
こんにちは。役立たず三輪です。
Yeah.
自分で役立たずとは言いつつも、まあそこまででもないっしょと思っていました。でも特級呪霊の襲撃でみんなが命がけで戦っている中、爆睡ちゃんをかましてしまい肩身が狭いです。
It's not your fault. The other guy made you sleep.
Yeah, no. Respect to that.
お姉ちゃん、そんなこんなで中止と思われた交流会。とりあえず一日休みを挟んで、私たちは今プレイボール野球をしています。
Baseball is big in Japan.
Baseball is absolutely massive in Japan.
つうわけでさ、いろいろあったし、人も死んでるけど、どうする？続ける？交流会。
どうするって言われてもな。
当然続けるに決まっているだろう。どう
その心は？
一つ、個人を忍ぶのは当人とゆかりのある者たちの特権だ。俺たちが立ち入る問題ではない。二つ、人死にが出たのならば、なおさら俺たちに求められるのは強くなることだ。後天的強さとは結果の積み重ね。敗北をかみしめ勝利を味わう。そうやって俺たちは成長する。結果は結果としてあることが一番重要なんだ。
東堂先輩って意外としっかり。
Oh wait, he's probably gonna have a third one.
三つ、学生時代の完全燃焼感は死ぬまで尾を引くものだからな。
お前いくつだよ。俺は構わないですよ。
Doubt and shame.
Look 40, probably 12.
科目を休んだら。
いきなーし。
鮭。個人戦の組み合わせはくじ引きか？
え？今年は個人戦やんないよ。
それぞれの学長が提案した勝負方法を1日ずつ2日間かけて行う。つってもそれは建前で。
So which dumbass proposed baseball?
2日目が個人戦って毎年決まってる。
True.
僕ルーティーンって嫌いなんだよね。毎年この箱に勝負方法を入れて当日開けんの。
以前学願寺学長が来た際の打ち合わせは当日必要なものだけの確認です。
The one where we saw Gojo talking to him.
Yeah.
野球いたの？どういうことだ？いや、私は確かに個人戦闘。
So Gojo fucked everything up. The mango she was letting ripen in the refrigerator is gone. Sure, I don't know the rules of baseball. I would have assumed that you would have to throw the ball to the base he was heading to, not the base it came from. Practicing cursive, can write his own name now. He's not good with ramen.
虎杖、お前はなぜ呪術師をやっている？きっかけは成り行きっす。寂しがりなんでね。いっぱい人を助けて、俺が死ぬとき、大勢に。
I came here for friends.
母様がいないなら呪術師なんてならない。祝詞には才能がある。たくさんの人を助けられるの。助けた数だけあなたは人に認められる。そうしたら今度はいろんな人があなたを助けてくれる。一人なのは今だけだよ。いつか立派な呪術師になって母さんを迎えに来てね。
そうか。それは良い理由だ。ストライクバッターズチェンジ。カモン、踏んなきゃ当たんねえぞ。
Recap happening in real time.
Yep.
Also, Yuji is in a waiting credit card approval. Yuji is in a become a sorcerer or will kill you now situation, so it's not even applicable.
Yeah.
Mekamaru.
釘先が切れた。乱闘だ。
どう見てもピッチングマシーンだろうが。何言ってるの？スペアよ、スペアメカ丸。そっちのパンダが一昨日壊したんだから当然でしょ。ピッチングマシーン？よくわからない。
Used to hate mangoes, but got over it recently.
Weird. I wonder if one went somewhere.
No, that one wasn't ripe. It was ripening.
失礼した。やけくそだな。
The first breast meat and chicken.
アウト。
Okay.
Wants to punch a zebra someday.
Hell yeah. That moved Panda up my list.
One thing she can't tolerate is protein powder.
These are such strange little facts we're getting.
Remember, one of these people can fly, right?
Yep.
Alright, due to lack of players, now Fielder is allowed to use their techniques. Which is why apparently nobody else has been. Won the middle school nationals with Itadori. Itadori denies this.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have been in the same grade, so clearly.
トード。お前がピッチャーやればいいじゃん。
ダメよ。メカ丸が今ピッチャーしかできないんだから。
約束してくれ、ブラザー。この打席、俺がホームランを打ったら、次回お前がピッチ。
Oh, snap.
Intentional.
トード、しっかりしろ。
ナイスピッチ。ナイピー。
ナイピー。
マキさん、ナイピー。
Sounds like playing with a bunch of kids on a cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
東堂お前むちゃくちゃ嫌われてるな
It's my boy. My favorite character.
まだ虎杖が嫌いですか。
好き嫌いの問題ではない。呪術規定に基づけば虎杖は存在すら許され、
Oh.
あやつが生きているのは五条のわがまま。このために集団の規則を歪めてはならんのだ。何より虎杖が生きていることでその他大勢が死ぬかもしれん。
That is an interesting piece of information.
Eh. Fits in with like episode 2's information.
特急を退けた。学生に限った話ではありませんが、彼らはこれから多くの後悔を積み重ねる。ああすればよかった。こうして欲しかった。ああ言えばよかった。こう言って欲しかった。
Okay.
虎杖についての判断が正しいかどうか正直私にも分かりません。ただ今は見守りませんか。
お、間に合った。犬巻先輩足早いんだよ。筋か。
For his bread for breakfast? I didn't get the other one.
Yeah, I didn't do it either.
後悔はその後でいい。
Bye bye ball.
Again, there's a flyer out there. Otherwise, with two people on base, it's going to be hard to...
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
He broke shot put world record before he even realized.
Yeah, but
what he could
again...
do or actually trained.
So it would have been his. Stepping on ants. Did nothing. Oh, right. Barrier. Infinity or whatever. No, I was just saying, in middle school or high school or wherever he's coming from, he didn't have people out in the field flying to catch his balls. So still technically, there's no reason why she couldn't have caught it.
You're not wrong.
Well, I mean, 'cause even then, she was only like, what, that far away from catching it? All she has to do is fly faster and backwards. The arc, if the ball's going to slow down once it hits like with a pedigree. Yeah, that's right. Words representing arches. Arches. It's hard to sound smart when you fuck up a word.
It's a good word.
Yeah, well, take it from me, who's never beaten Kerbal Space Program. All I can do is send rockets out into space for infinity.
And beyond?
No. I never got out of the solar system. Just like orbits around the sun. Never to return to Earth again. Or Kerbal, rather. So yeah, baseball episode.
Fun little episode. Gave us interesting facts. I feel like we're going to be going into a little bit more intensity after this.
Rice or bread? Bread.
Oh, rice. No bread.
I have rice with like almost every dinner, so I don't. Bread is my preferred. Panda. You should have said bamboo.
Okay, let's see. The painting things.
The origin of obedience.
That's a heck of an episode title.
Oh, now you're back to liking the episode titles, are you?
This upcoming one, yes.
Hold on here. Got too many tabs open for my own good. You'd be surprised how many of them are for Gurren Lagann. Let's see. Jujutsu Kaisen, 24 episodes. Yeah, I was right. So, we are going to be recording the next one just after this one on today's thing, which is The Origin of Blind Obedience, which leaves us then with 2 episodes after that, which I believe is what I said in the first one.
Yep.
And, yeah, and then after that. So, next week, we'll be finishing Season 1. Week after that, we'll be doing the movie.
Correct.
And then the week after that, we'll start Season 2.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, you were finishing up your thought there before we get to the stroll.
Oh, because of how much of a fun, lighthearted episode this was, we're going into some ish. We're going into some serious. We're going back to the mindfuck.
Okay. Sorry. I thought there was more to that, so I just
No. Legitimately, that's it.
Okay. Well, like I said, most of my commentary comes from the I didn't notice that before, or this makes more sense now framework. So that's only stuff I can mention when it's coming up. I don't really have a lot of after the fact stuff other than clarifying anything that you might say in the aftermath, but this was a baseball episode, so there's not a lot of that to happen. So,
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess we go ahead and wrap up here then. I have been Theta. This has been Justin. We have been Stone-Faced Reactions, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?